Hi, this is Swapnil Bhartiya and we are here at KubeCon and CloudNativeCon in Barcelona, Spain. And today we have with us Liran Haimovitch. You are CTO and co-founder of Rookout. So first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a bit about what is Rookout, when and why did you find the company?
Rookout is a data collection and debugging platform that allows our customers to collect any piece of data they want from their code as it's running anywhere in the world, be it classic legacy servers, Kubernetes, serverless, or even in staging and production environments.
What was the need that you felt, because there are so many debugging or collection services? So what value does Rookout bring to the market?
So my co-founder and I have been engineers for over a decade when we started Rookout, and it felt so anachronistic that we couldn't get a piece of data about how our software was behaving as soon as it's left our laptop. We had to go and write more code, redeploy it, restart the application. This can take anywhere from 10-15 minutes to sometimes months, depending on your scenarios. And it felt absurd. It's my code running on my servers. Why can't I just click a button and get the data I want?
So it mostly started by scratching your own itch.
Yeah, it's scratching by our own itch. And then we met so many other engineers, anyone from senior engineers and DevOps people to VP R&Ds and CTOs. And they all kept saying how hard it is to get the data they need.
So when did you decide, okay, it's time to build a company around that?
So we wanted to build something big, a big company that changes many people's lives. And we've met so many engineers, anyone from senior engineers and junior engineers to managers and R&D and VP R&Ds. That have said so much about how hard it is for them to get the data they want and to get the data they need as fast and secure as possible. And we felt it's something we should tackle and make a difference in.
What is the story behind the name and the logo?
So Rook is a bird. It's a very smart raven that is actually quite good at solving puzzles. And the concept behind Rookout is having a smart bird inside your application that can collect any piece of data you want and get it to you very fast, very agile.
How old is the company? How long have you been here for?
The company's been around for about 2.5 years. We raised our seed round about 1.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not wrong, a lot has changed in this, a lot of new technologies, a lot of new paradigms have come. So a lot of things have changed in these 2 years. So from the perspective of what you are doing, data collection, debugging, how has the industry changed? How the needs change and how the company has evolved?
The needs have changed in a way that make this the need to collect any piece of data you want, not only more important, but also easier to achieve. Because as we are moving to more higher level components, higher level languages, it's ever easier to inspect programs as they are executing and get the data we want in real time. And on the other hand, concepts such as serverless and Kubernetes with active load balancing, which is now becoming the norm with status applications and so on, it's becoming ever harder. There is no longer a server you can just SSH into, attach a process and debug. It's all becoming, you're debugging 20, 40, 50 servers at the same time. In some companies, even thousands of those. And the traditional ways of collecting data don't work anymore.
Have you evolved your offering also based on, because like we are talking about serverless, where something is event-driven, it just goes there and there's nothing.
Yeah. So Rookout was the first, and I think still the only, debugging solution to support serverless. We are so focused on the code, and we tend to support any underlying architecture. So Rookout is currently the first option to support serverless. We released support about a year ago. And other than that, we've seen that the need for that is uniform. It doesn't matter if you are a 2-people startup or a top 5 tech company. We are seeing the need for easier collection and extraction of data all across the business spectrum. I think we find that breaking down the monolith and moving to serverless has found many companies wanting, because all this legacy code, they're the two sides of the problem. They are not as familiar with the old code because the people who wrote it have often left the company, and it's not being maintained as it used to be. On the other hand, they are not as familiar with the new technologies, Kubernetes and so on, and some of them are not mature enough yet. So many companies are facing a double battle, understanding the old and understanding the new at the same time. This is where we find many companies using Rookout to help them. with the transition to the cloud.
If you look at, debugging and monitoring, what kind of trends you're seeing in this space, given, we are at KubeCon, when you meet all of us. So can you talk about that?
The trends we are seeing that monitoring is becoming ever more important. More and more companies use more and more monitoring tools. If in the past you just SSH into a server and check out the log files, now log aggregation tools are the norm, and we see most companies use those. We're also seeing the majority of companies utilize APMs and other tools. The error tracking space is growing. I think we've come to realize that with the rise of SaaS and so many SaaS companies around, monitoring our own applications that are running in production and ensuring the service we provide our customers is excellent is of paramount importance. And I think Rookout is the natural next evolution in that phase.
Tell us a bit about what has been your experience so far at KubeCon here.
So KubeCon has been super fun. I've actually learned quite a bit, especially on the first day as I met some people in face-to-face talks and learned about service mesh and some networking challenges in Kubernetes. And it's also been great fun meeting so many different people and hearing their response to seeing Rookout for the first time, seeing how easy it can be to extract pieces of data, and hearing their feedback on how we can improve and what we should do next.
Okay, this is just to lighten the mood a bit. Okay, you have found a company. I'm pretty sure that you're very busy. But if you get any free time, what do you do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies?
So I think my two favorite things are trekking and diving. I haven't been doing that enough in the last 2 years. I think my favorite track was the Mont Blanc, and diving in the Maldives was awesome. I should definitely get back to that when I get a chance.
So you're talking about the deep sea diving?
Yeah, scuba diving.
Oh, because I think you're the fourth or fifth person who is into Linus Torvalds. He's having into scuba diving, and then VMware's head of open source, Dirk Wendell, he's also into scuba diving. Then I learned Boris Rensky from Mirantes. He's also into scuba diving, and he likes cave diving.
Yeah, that's scary.
He was like, once you go cave diving, you'll never go back because it's very scary. Because when you dive, you are seeing the world around you, but when you dive back, you have not seen it, so you don't even know which hole you came from. Mm-hmm. And he said most of the divers die because they get trapped because they don't see, because you are seeing the world totally different. So he was like, but he loves that. So I was suggesting to him that next time we should do an interview underwater, all the scuba diving gears, and then try to do a panel there.
Yeah, actually, if you use closed circuit, you can talk, so that's an option. Mm-hmm. And scuba diving is definitely a calming and fun hobby.
Right. Perfect. Liran, thanks for talking to me today. And actually, since we are not connected, I look forward to talk to you more.
I look forward to talk to you as well.